Coming up today on Out and About Columbus, polka, beer, and lots of family fun. We are headed to the 48th Annual Columbus Oktoberfest to meet some of the great folks there. I even tried out some face painting from the Face Painting Mom. We then dropped into Plain City to our favorite farm market. If you're thinking about Halloween, they have it all from pumpkins to corn stalks. Finally, we head south to Adams County for a historic festival, Adams County Heritage Days, and visit some Amish markets and see some great lodging. So don't move from your TV. We have a great show straight ahead. The 48th Annual Columbus Oktoberfest once again returns to the Ohio Expo Center September 27th to the 29th. Three 100-year-old historic covered pavilions, 100,000 square feet, provide the perfect backdrop for two stages and dance floors for lots of polkas. Spanning across three buildings at the Ohio State Fairgrounds and Ohio Expo Center, the Oktoberfest includes the beautiful and spacious Natural Resources Park, as well as paved parking and easy access to the event site. We visited some of the vendors that'll be there at this year's Columbus Oktoberfest. We stopped by one of our favorites, Uncle Sam's Pawn Shop, to talk with Columbus's own pawn star, Gary Chasen. As we were getting ready for Oktoberfest, we found quite a few beer steins, proof that a visit to Uncle Sam's Pawn Shop can uncover some of the most unique items in Columbus. Gary told us how simple it is to get a quick loan from Uncle Sam's. One of the things that's amazing about coming down here is that you always can find the most unusual things at Uncle Sam's Pawn Shop.
Yeah, it's not only an antique shop, but it's kind of a reality show. It's kind of like, hey, maybe I'll see something here I grew up with, or, look here, kids, I had one of these when I was your age, but this is a nice little collection of things that we have here right now, and it's not that we get them in every day, but it's nice to know that I like them as well, okay? And so they're out here on display, and if you want to buy one, come on in.
Yeah. Well, I got to believe, like I said, this is probably one of the most unusual steins, at least size-wise, I've ever seen. I was wondering how many beers this would hold.
I was just going to say that, okay? Let's go swimming in it, too, and it filled up.
I was going to pop out of the top of that, actually.
Good idea. It's probably 10 gallons in there or so.
For many years, there was this whole, I don't go to a pawn shop kind of thing. And reality TV's actually kind of changed that, I know. So talk about that whole process when people need money.
Well, actually, it's a convenient, easy, fast way to do it. And everything has been legalized. It's on the books. There's no way that you can go around it by charging more money. And just say, for example, it's a Friday afternoon and you're going to a party, you need $1,000 for the...
Going to Oktoberfest?
Or Oktoberfest, right? That's one of them. And you take off something you're not wearing, you bring it in, get $1,000 on it, come back in 30 days, and I'll make $50 on $1,000. So it's good for you and for me.
The fact is, it's a lot less money than going to some of these check cashers and all that, right?
Well, another thing, too, it's instant cash. It used to be, I know, like when I first got my credit card, you'd have to fill out an application, have to wait a week to get your card even to use it to get money, okay? But, it's certain families, they need money for the kids, they need money, they're out of gas, electric bills and things like that. So it's a quick and easy kind of way to get money all the time.
Stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and information from Out and About Columbus by liking us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Out and About Columbus. While you're enjoying Oktoberfest, you can see handcrafted works of art made entirely from scrap metal. Colonial Wagon and Wheel makes unique ornamental metal art for all. Paul Shore told me about how this once small business started in their garage and now creates hundreds of pieces every day by hand. You're going to be at the Oktoberfest with a lot of the items that you make here, right?
Yes, we've got hundreds of different items. They're all handmade right here by us. We've got a lot of seasonal things, scarecrows, pumpkins, spiders, different things for fall.
Who is it that designed this? Because there's just some of the most unique things I think I've ever seen.
Dave and I do most of the design. It's all just try to do things that you see every day and people can recognize, and it's simple to build, and that's...
Well, you say it's simple to build, but I got to tell you, there's some neat stuff here. So, take a look at these. What is this like for your garden? Is that the drift?
Yeah, it's a spoon flower. It's It's got 3 flowers on it. There's 36 spoons on it, 3 dozen spoons on each one of them. And it just kind of gets into recycling mode, you know.
So how long does it take to build something like this?
If we do one, it would probably take about 45 minutes, but we do 100 of them at a time to cut down the time. And
the value that you get for what you charge for these pieces, it's an incredible value.
Well, for instance, this one, we charge $30. It's there again, if we did them one at a time, it wouldn't be wouldn't be able to do that. But it's all about speed and time.
What do you think, Pete, is one of your most popular items here?
Probably the fishing poles, trees, bottle trees is one of the biggest things right now. They add color in the wintertime, and people just like filling them with the wine bottles.
Well, Pete, we'll be looking for you at Oktoberfest, and you also have a website as well in case you can't make it down to the fairgrounds, right?
Yes, it's colonialwagonandwheel.com.
Tired of doing the same thing every weekend? Try something new. Check out the event calendar at outandaboutcolumbus.com for the latest events and information. An old friend of ours, Greg Van Horsen from Absolute Hearing Solutions, will be at Oktoberfest to show off the latest in hearing aid technology. I spoke with him to learn more about what people will find when they visit his booth at Oktoberfest, including information on how you can receive a free hearing test. If people come and visit you at Oktoberfest, what can they expect to find?
Well, at this one, we're actually going to have a bunch of different hearing aids where they can touch and feel them, see actually how small they are, because even on camera or in person, sometimes it's hard to see actually how small they really are until you actually see somebody with them in the ear. The gentleman that's going to be there is actually, he wears hearing aids so people can see what some of the over-the-ear RIC looks like, and really how you really can't even see them in your ear, where a lot of people are afraid that, I don't want anybody noticing them wearing hearing aids, but surprisingly, once you see that someone actually is, but you had no idea they were, it's surprisingly how comforting that is to know that you can actually wear something that nobody will really notice that you're actually having something in your ear.
And you look at some of how small these are and everything, and I know a lot of people have that stigma about, oh my God, I don't need that hanging over my ear, right? Isn't that what you find?
Oh, absolutely. It's about half and half. Some people just want to hear better and they want to know what the new technology is, so we can talk about that. And then some people, my grandfather can't hear what I need to do to get him in the, or my dad, or, and we just talk about those things. So some people are just looking for information, we have that, or they just want to know, well, how much better is the technology? Because I remember the old analog hearing aids and how they've really kind of changed, and you can't even compare. It's like comparing the new Windows 98 to the new stuff at 2013. You can't even compare it.
So are you giving any kind of hearing tests or anything like that I can get at that, or at least find out about it?
Actually, you can do a semi-miniature test, but unfortunately at the Oktoberfest, it is loud. I mean, we can't control the music. It's good music, but we can't control the yodeling and all that stuff in the background with
the beer.
So what we do is we can do some of that stuff. We actually are doing a drawing where a manufacturer's giving us a free hearing aid. So it's a $2,000 plus hearing aid we're doing a drawing for at the show. But if they ever come in, we don't charge for the hearing test.
Want to learn more about any of today's show guests? Go to outandaboutcolumbus.com. Whether young or old, the Face Painting Mom can turn your event into a memorable experience with her unique style of party. The Face Painting Mom has everything from henna tattoos and balloon artists to princesses, and even Elmo can stop by to give out hugs at your event. Martha Robbins, the Face Painting Mom, will be at Oktoberfest to entertain your children, and she gave me all the details, and I even got my face painted. Tell us a little bit about the Face Painting Mom and what she does.
Well, we go to fairs and festivals like Oktoberfest, and we do birthday parties, bar and bat mitzvahs, pretty much anything. Anytime you have a bunch of people that need to be entertained, we can entertain them.
Yeah, and it's not just face painting, right? You do a lot of other stuff.
A lot of other things. We do glitter tattoos and airbrush tattoos, and balloon twisting, and henna, which is lovely for adults. And we have a slew of princesses and Elmo and a bubble station and all kinds of things to keep you busy at a party.
How long is the face painting last? Is it easy to get off? What? Tell us a little bit about that.
Face painting is very temporary. It's really just cosmetics, and that's one thing that you need to know when you're hiring a face painter. You want to hire a face painter that uses cosmetic grade materials and doesn't use real paint, because it's not paint, it's cosmetics. So just like any other makeup, it comes off very easily with soap and water and should come off at the end of the day.
This is called henna here, right?
It's called henna. This is not permanent, but lasts about 1 to 3 weeks. It goes on in a paste. It's probably more appropriate for teens and tweens and adults. We do this at bar mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs and graduation parties and proms, after proms, things like that. The glitter tattoos and airbrush tattoos are very popular with even the youngest. They last 3 to 5 days or 7 to 10 days and can be taken off anytime with a little bit of rubbing alcohol.
If you've missed any of today's show, you can watch it online anytime. OutandAboutColumbus.com. The Howling Hound Dog Tag Depot is known for making customized dog tags suited for everyone. Within minutes, you can have your very own personalized dog tag keychain, necklace, or charm. I talked with Brent Penny about the process of making dog tags and how you can pick one up at Oktoberfest. So, what in the world ever got you started making dog tags?
Well, I'm a member of the Ohio Valley Wing, which is a national chain as the Commemorative Air Force. And we were out and about one day, and our wing leader said we need to buy a military dog tag to sell dog tags. So that's how it all got started.
I know everybody thinks about dog tags hanging around your neck, but you've probably seen people use these in a variety of ways, right?
Yes, I have. We obviously young kids actually they go wild over these things. So we go to festivals and shows, and the sayings they come up with them are amazing. We use them for bicycle clubs. We have an award tag for schools. You name it. It's people buy them. They go crazy over them.
What about medical type ID?
Yeah, we do have a medical tag, and they're very affordable. I mean, for $5 you get a medical tag. If you go to the national chains, you're going to be paying $25 for them. So they're very affordable.
So I understand you got an awards program for schools. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we just started this last year. We had an idea from the Hilliard Derby boys volleyball team. They won the state championship, and the coaches ordered some tags off of us, and they turned out fantastic. And I said, what an idea. And so we sent out some letters to the schools, and we're getting great response back from that. And talk to us a little bit about the Wounded Warriors Project and giving back to them. Yeah, correct. That's something I'm very passionate about. I think our servicemen and women, they sacrifice a lot, obviously, for our freedom. And we donate a certain percentage back to the Wounded Warriors. And, the more tags people buy, obviously, the more money we're going to give back. We're not the Procter & Gamble's or the Coca-Colas. We're just the Howling Hound, but every little bit counts. Stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and information from Out and About Columbus by liking us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Out and About Columbus. Before you head to Oktoberfest, HEIHE Bar Grill is a casual pub joint that can help you pregame in style. Located in German Village, HEIHE is a great place where you can grab a drink or some quick food with a few friends. The pub is known for their sauerkraut balls and live entertainment. We learned a little bit more about the pub and its specialties.
So this bar was actually built in 1900, and it's always been a bar and restaurant. The guys who brought the bootleg would say, hey, the beer is here. And so they were known as the HEIHE Boys. They covered up all the windows here, and they said they were playing cards. And when my parents took it over in 1981, they went and took it back to its original brick and reopened all the original windows to the building. So that's kind of a cool little piece of history for Columbus and for German Village here. We have live entertainment. We have all sorts of bands, a lot of national acts. Sleepy LaBeef plays here, who is in the Country Music Hall of Fame as well as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as well as Jason D. Williams. He plays the piano backwards. He plays it with his feet. He is it's crazy to watch him. It's a really fun time. We're so excited about our new chef. His name is Matt Hagens, and he is the owner of Swoop Food Truck. He's here Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, 5 to midnight, and he does a specialty menu specifically for the HEIHE. We are so excited for the Oktoberfest. Sauerkraut balls are my boss and mother's claim to fame. She was featured in the Midwest Living magazine for her recipe, and we do both regular sauerkraut balls and jalapeno sauerkraut balls. We'll also have an array of foods. We'll have German potato pancakes that are about as big as your head. Definitely come check us out there, and then be sure to check us out at our German Village location. We're on the corner of Whittier and Bruck at 361 East Whittier. We're about a block and a half from Barcelona and Giant Eagle.
OutandAboutColumbus.com is your inside source for all of Columbus entertainment, events, and information. Check it out now. It's pumpkin season, and UTS Farm Market has a bumper crop just perfect for carving your jack-o'-lantern or making that special pumpkin pie. Also, if you're getting ready to decorate for Halloween, we found everything from corn stalks to gourds, and Greg Utze reminded us not to forget about those meat and cheese trays for your armchair quarterbacks. Tell us a little bit about what's going on, Greg.
Well, it is a great time of year. It's finally starting to cool off a little bit. You know, we were 90s about a week ago. Boy, these cool mornings are just great. The fall stuff is here, and it seems to be a good crop. Pumpkins are very nice. In value, if you're value minded, our highest priced pumpkin is $5.
Wow, that's a good deal.
You can't beat that anywhere.
Yeah.
The squash we've got here, butternut, acorn, spaghetti, $1 a piece. And that's also a great price. We've got your decoration stuff with the gourds, 3 for $1. Again, you know, the gourds are nice as well as everything else, and also a good price.
Well, you know, looking at the pumpkins, the size of them, maybe it's me, but they look a lot fuller and a lot healthier and a lot better this year. I don't know why.
Yeah, they are. And the grower we bought these from, tremendous grower, he said it's the best crop he's ever had.
Yeah.
Pumpkins have nice shape, nice color, and they're heavy.
So you have corn stalks and that kind of stuff coming up?
Right. Corn stalks and Indian corn. You have the big ears, the small ears. Bales of straw. I mean, people use that to decorate, or if you need it for your animals or something going into winter, we'll have that for you too.
This is a place to get the meat and cheese, right?
Right. You know, you got your buddies coming over, your wife's fixing food for you. Nothing easier than meat and cheese. You know, put it out there on a platter. You can buy a large tray from us. Again, $34. Enough to feed 20 or 25 if they're not overly hungry. But, you know, guys my size, we're going to clean that plate up.
Yeah, you need to order 2 if it's guys your size, right?
That's right.
How long in advance do they order those and get those on order with you?
Call us a day ahead, and if you're coming out on Saturdays, you can call us on Fridays and place your meat and cheese order. We'll have it ready for you Saturday morning.
Tired of doing the same thing every weekend? Try something new. Check out the event calendar at OutandAboutColumbus.com for the latest events and information. Adams County Heritage Days kicks off Friday evening, September 27th, and runs through Saturday, the 28th, in Tranquility at the John T. Wilson Homestead. Relive an era of time gone by and learn about historical events of the time. I chatted with Tom Cross of the Adams County Travel and Visitors Bureau to learn more about Heritage Days and what things there are to see and do on a visit to Adams County. Well, we return to maybe a simpler time. We're in Adams County, and what a great place to break away from the city and come down and relax and just get away from the hustle bustle of everyday life. Tom Cross is joining us, and he is with the Travel and Visitors Bureau here in Adams County. Tell us, what are some of the things that people want to see coming to Adams County, Tom?
Well, one of our most popular attractions, of course, is our Amish community, which is just right through the bridge and up the top of the hill there. We have Serpent Mound, and of course the Ohio River Scenic Byway, the 16,000-acre Edge Appalachian Preserve, which offers hiking, several state nature areas. Adams County, too, is home to the original quilt trail.
Yeah.
First quilt trail, and it's probably in all 50 states by now, and parts of Canada and everywhere else. And but now there are probably about 40 quilt barns out there. And fall is a good time to visit too.
I was going to ask you, when's a good time to come down? Is this a great time of the year to come down?
This is a great time of the year. Actually, in 2 or 3 weeks when the leaves start changing and it gets a little cooler, even be a better time of the year to get here, you know. But it's also nice. One of our big festivals, of course, is the Wheat Ridge Herb Festival, which goes on there in October. You have to go to our website, adamscountytravel.org, and it'll give you exactly where all the festivals are at, and times and locations, and phone numbers to call.
I know you got a lot of festivals coming up, a lot of activities down here in Adams County for people to enjoy, as well as getting away from the city.
We have the Adams County Heritage Days, which is September 27th and 28th, and that is at the newly restored John T. Wilson Homestead there in Tranquility, and that's a big thing. That's going to be on a Friday and a Saturday, and it harkens back to the early days of Adams County, back to the 1700s, early 1800s days, and there'll be reenactors there and old pioneers shoot, several things going on, so it's kind of a nice event. It's a rather new event. We invite you to come down, check it out, and let us know what you think of it. We're hoping to get this thing off the ground and get it going, but Adams County's got a lot of history, and there's a lot of interest in that.
If you've missed any of today's show, you can watch it online anytime. OutandAboutColumbus.com. Cave Hill overlooks the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains in Adams County, Ohio. Relax in the lodge or cabin, walk the trails of the Appalachian Mountains. I sat down with George Carr to take in one of the breathtaking views, enjoy some wine, and learn about this wonderful place. Talk to me a little bit about the highlights of staying here. You're a good example of the hustle and bustle of Cincinnati and kind of getting away from it all. And
we get families with pets. We take dogs. We had some cats last week. We get a lot of couples that come out. All these people from the city want a quiet time in the country. Oftentimes they come here thinking that they'll make it their sort of base of operations and go out and see things in the county. And they find themselves staying right here.
George, talk to me about how many people you can accommodate in some of the amenities and things that you have here.
When we were building these places, the idea was to make it absolutely as comfortable as you could. So the first thing we did was put in air conditioning and heating and all that good stuff, good kitchens. My wife Patty insisted that we have good kitchens. So the lodge sleeps 8 in beds. The cabin has 1 bedroom downstairs with a queen-size bed in it, and then 4 bunks upstairs.
Is someone who's coming down, how much advance notice they need to get a reservation? How do they make those reservations? And how do they get more information, George?
We advertise on Vacation Rental by Owner. We also have our own website, cavehillcabins.com, which is on the website of the Adams County Travel and Visitors Bureau.
So we're going to leave it there, George. A great place to come and visit and just get away and enjoy it. And remember, if you're looking for more information, you can always go to our website, OutandAboutColumbus.com. There will be a link that will get you to the Adams County Travel and Visitors Bureau website where you can find more information out, but a great place just to kind of get a break from the big city.
For more information about this or any of our guests, go to our website, OutandAboutColumbus.com.
Keim Family Market is well known for its homemade pies, fresh-baked breads, among a variety of other selections from their full-line bakery. Enter the woodworking portion of the market and feast your eyes on an original woodworking line that includes bedroom sets, dining sets, office furniture, armoires, and more. David Slater and I talked about this market's unique history while I was eyeing some of those delicious baked goods. So give us a little history of this. This market's been here a while, right?
Actually, the market started around 1980 when Roy and his wife Maddie sold out of a horse and buggy right down at the bottom of Tater Ridge Road, and they did that for a few years and then eventually moved up the road to here about a mile or so, and eventually built this store from the profits that they'd made early on.
What would the visitor to Keim Family Market find?
We have fine indoor furniture. We have outdoor furniture, either wood or poly material. We also sell storage barns, carports. We sell children's play sets, and that's pretty much the furniture end of it, or the big item end of it.
Of course, I can't help but notice we got plenty of bulk food and cheese and meat over in that case, right?
Yeah, lots of bulk food. We have a fine deli department. We have specials that we run every week. Probably one of the best bakeries in the area. We sell probably more baked goods than anything else if you talk about individual items.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What kind of baked goods am I going to find over there?
Well, we're pretty well known for our cream horns over the long haul, but here over the past couple of years, the donuts we've really improved on the donuts, and we sell lots and lots of fresh donuts there every day but Sunday.
So, David, what hours are you open, and how can people get more information when they're coming down from the Columbus area?
Well, we open at 8 o'clock every morning. Through the week, it's 8 to 6. On Saturdays, it's 8 to 5. Closed on Sundays.
Stay up to date with all the latest news, events, and information from Out and About Columbus by liking us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Out and About Columbus. The Miller brothers are continuing the family tradition of 30 years by providing the best possible baked goods, Amish-made furniture, and bulk foods. This Amish family-owned business attracts folks from hundreds of miles away to their Southwest Ohio location in Adams County. I learned more about the history of Miller's Bakery and Furniture from JR.
Well, if you followed our show at all, you know we absolutely love Amish country. We found a great place down in Adams County. It's called Miller's Bakery and Furnishing, and it is fantastic. JR is joining us today to talk a little bit about this business. Are you part of the family that created this?
Yes. I actually married into the family, so I've got three brother-in-laws actually. One owns the furniture, another owns a bakery, and then I got Junior, which owns the bulk food.
JR, tell me a little bit about how this business got started, because obviously it didn't start off this huge, because this is a lot of things.
It started back in 72 is when they started, and he started working for his mom in the kitchen, and he just never had any idea that he was actually building his own business.
Now, for the visitor coming down from Columbus, tell them the things that they would find here coming into this complex.
They're going to find a lot of handcrafted furniture. I mean, probably the biggest selection here, in Ohio. All foods, meats, cheeses, bakeries, got pies.
When it comes to furniture, is there anything particularly you're proud of in your furniture store?
That it can be handed down generations.
Give me an idea of hours when we can stop in and how we find you in Adams County.
9 to 5, Monday through Saturday is the time that we'll be in operation.
This is a fabulous place. I haven't seen anything quite this big. This is nice. Again, that's Miller's Bakery and Furnishings, located down in Adams County. And again, if you want information how to find it, go down and there's a link on our website that'll get you there. Just remember, outandaboutcolumbus.com.
Tired of doing the same thing every weekend? Try something new. Check out the event calendar at outandaboutcolumbus.com for the latest events and information. Murphin Ridge Inn, a bed and breakfast in southern Ohio, is the perfect getaway for pleasure and relaxation in Amish country. Situated on 142 acres of rolling woodland and farmland with breathtaking vistas of the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, Murphin Ridge Inn is the ideal spot for a romantic getaway, family vacation, or business retreat. Levi Grooms told me more about this marvelous place.
Well, on our trip to Adams County, we found this wonderful accommodations. It has everything from a swimming pool to tennis courts. And to learn more about this wonderful place, we are talking to Levi Grooms today. Levi, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit about the Murphin Ridge Inn. This is just a gorgeous place, and it looks like it's got a lot of historical value.
It's originally a Civil War land grant, and then was a working family farm up until the mid-1970s, then became an inn in 1990. So we've been going strong for over 20 years.
What do you think brings the guest here?
I think probably a lot of people come here, sort of disconnect from their daily lives, hectic work, job, city, that sort of stuff. Because we do have those modern amenities, Wi-Fi, fine dining, we got a liquor license, all that sort of stuff you wouldn't expect from the middle of Amish country, but, also trails in the woods and, beautiful scenery, stuff like that.
What do you think sets you apart from other bed, breakfast inns, those kinds of things?
I think the main thing is that we focus on the finer details, knowing how our guests like their coffee each morning and not having to ask them for cream, things like that. Remembering people's birthday for when they come back the next year, favorite cakes, things like that. Just those extra little steps that make people feel like they're actually at home.
So how far in advance does someone book and kind of give us some information as to how you can make reservations to come down?
Sure. Check out our website, murphinridgeinn.com. October is going to be really busy with all the leaves changing, and there's some festivals in the area.
Levi, thanks so much for being on the show. Great information.
Thank you.
And again, if you're looking for something to disconnect from the city life, come down to Adams County, wonderful place, the Murphin Ridge Inn.